Next stop was the superb Österreich ring, fast and scenic. Sadly missing from the Ram team was Manfred Winkelhock, tragically killed in a Canadian sports car race a week earlier. Niki Lauda chose his home Grand Prix to announce that this season would be his last. After a career spanning 15 seasons in Grand Prix racing and one retirement already, he was off to run his airline. Unless, of course, he changed his mind again. Terrible storms the night before the race flooded the circuit area and almost washed away the hardy campers. But race day was dry. Prost and Mansell were on the front row, with Lauda and Rosberg on row 2. You had to go all the way back to the 7th row to find Ayrton Senna.
So Austria was my worst position on the grid, 14th on the grid. Big accident at the start, several cars stole. Ferrari had a crash on the back of Helio, Fabi stole as well, and then Berger finally hit them from the back. I managed to escape from the accident, but the organizers stopped the race at the end of the first lap with no really reason, because the track was clear, mainly was clear, and they could have had continued the race and cleared it properly in another lap. But anyway, the race was stopped, as you can see there, with the red flags and red flag and yellow flags, and we had a second start with De Angelis switched to the spare car as well, like Ferrari and Arrows, and we had the second start. I think Austria is a difficult place to start. Always we have some difficult ones. Keck had a very good start there, goes to second place, and I was behind, right in the middle of the field there. Then we see Keck putting a lot of pressure early in the race on Prost, but the McLarens were so strong in that meeting, they were just impossible to be caught. It was a very hard race for the equipment, so many cars dropped through the event, and the main thing was to keep going healthy, strong, but not overdoing, otherwise the engine or anything would give up. So I stay in my place for several laps, waiting to all the situations settle down. There we see Rosberg slowing down for an engine problem. So Lauda, who was third, got up to second place behind Prost. The McLarens were just going away completely from the rest. There was a good fight between Piquet, Helio and Mansell, and then Fabi, Warwick and myself. Then we see now the Chaser is having small accident, just slight damage for the car, but he was luckily safe and hurt after such a huge accident. And one of the reasons for so many rows that he had was that the night before was raining heavily, and outside the asphalt over the grass the track was all very soft with a lot of water. So as soon he left the track, the asphalt, the car just started to clip, and he had 4 or 5 rows, and was a huge accident. He was lucky to escape unhurt. For a TV view, no doubt was a excitement view, not so much for the driver, for sure. So straight after we had Prost coming for tires. It was a very good pit stop, quick tire change. The team did a good job there, and Prost was strong all the way through, right from the green light to the checkered flag. But then several cars start to drop, and the main thing was to keep clear from accidents and keep strong the car. Mansell there stopped for engine problem, then Piquet suddenly after with I think exhaust problem, and I was then third on the race. but then Lauda had a smoke from his engine. He stopped with the engine trouble as well, so automatically I found myself in second place. And by that time Prost was uncatchable, so nothing to do about, but the Ferrari was putting the pressure on myself from behind. Arboreto was coming very strong, so I had to push a bit to keep the pace and make sure I would have still my second place by the end of the race. But it was very good to finish after a lot of races with no finishes. There, in the fourth gear corner, uphill, Tambay had an engine blow and spun on his own oil, but no accidents. And as I was saying, it was good to finish another Grand Prix after Portugal. I didn't finish any other Grand Prix, so that was my second finish in the year, and in the rostrum again. Prost first, and I just managed to come second with the Ferrari coming very strong from behind, but with Arboreto still third. And then obviously we had to enjoy it on the rostrum, making the best of it with the champagne. Nice trophy for Prost there, and with a lot of Italians there still cheering up the Ferrari. Prost is still won. Now we will see some fun with the champagne, especially with the cameraman, in a few seconds. Just giving him some taste as well.
Now things were really close in the championship table. Alboreto and Prost were level on 50 points, but no one else was within 20 points of them. In the Constructors' Championship, Ferrari were comfortable leaders on 72, but McLaren were now clearly second with 55.